Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? Do you know, I'm looking in the audience, I've got so many friends in Forever. Isn't that one of the wonderful benefits of Forever, that we develop some great friendships over the years? And I'm actually looking around and I can see people that I've been friends with for over 20 years in Forever. In fact, I've got more friends in Forever. I've been involved with Forever for 22 years and I'm 23 years old. I've made more friends in my 22 years with Forever than I made in the previous 32 years of my life. And the reason is that I think we all share a common purpose. We all want to improve our lives, and we all want to help other people improve their lives too, whether it's with the products, by helping to improve people's health, or whether it's with the marketing plan so we can help people improve their wealth. Now, I'm actually delighted to say that 3 months ago, I got a call from Rex Morn. And Rex offered me the position of second junior vice president of existing product change, reporting directly to Steve Hatchett. So if I asked you what product change we might want out of our existing products, what change would you make? Nothing. I'm going to give you a clue. Taste. Is there anything you'd like to change about the taste of any of our products? No? Seriously? Well, I'm delighted to be launching one of our new products today. Who wants to hear about a new product? It's an existing product that we've just made one tiny little change to. And here it is. Okay, I'm on my way. No, but seriously, folks, it's not real bacon. So any people who aren't allowed to eat bacon, it's going to be fine. We've just taken out 90% of the aloe and replaced it with synthetic tastes, just like all the other companies do. Ooh, that was a bit bitchy. Okay, so what's going on with my ear? What I'd really like to talk about is, first of all, the power of the gem bonus. Is there anyone in this room who has yet to achieve Sapphire Manager? Put your hands up if you're not yet a Sapphire Manager. Wow. Keep your hands up if you want to become a Sapphire Manager. Good, because this is why you should. And actually, I am delighted to be talking about what I consider to be the most powerful product in Forever, and that's the marketing plan. Because it's the marketing plan that really makes the changes in all of our lives. So, here we go. Let's talk about Gem Bonus. Now, everyone thinks that when you get your 1% pay rise, you actually get a 1% pay. Has anyone here ever had a job where they've been given a 1% pay rise in their job? Not in Forever, but in their job. Or maybe a 1.5%? And how much was it worth? A few dollars extra a week? But when we talk about the 1% pay rise in Forever, people really don't understand the power of that. Because if you look at the generations, if you are a Sapphire with 9 frontline managers, a paid Sapphire, you get a 1% pay rise. which takes you from 6 to 7%, which is actually a 16.6% pay rise on all of your 9 first-generation managers. And then you get a 1% pay rise on your second generation of managers. You go from 3 to 4%, which is 33.33% pay rise. And then you get a 1% pay rise on your third generation of managers. You go from 2 to 3%, which is actually a 50% pay rise. 50%. Has anyone here ever had a job where they were given a 50% pay rise like that? Anyone? This is the most incredible marketing plan. Do you know, because I've been in network marketing for over 25 years. I've been with Forever for 22 years. And because I'm successful, I am constantly being pitched by other companies. Other companies are constantly approaching me saying, we've got better products, we've got better marketing plan, we've got better this, we've got better that. Let me tell you, there is no company in the world of network marketing that has a better pay plan than Forever. And it's thanks to Mr. Rex Morn. So how many people are not yet Diamond Sapphire managers? Put your hands up if you're not yet a Diamond Sapphire manager. Oh. Crikey, there must be lots in the room. Who'd like to be a Diamond Sapphire manager? Because you know what? It just gets better, because when you get to Diamond Sapphire manager, you go to 17 managers. No, can you go back one, please? Yep. You get another 1% pay rise. You go from 7 to 8%, which is actually a 14.3% pay rise. On your second generation, you go from 4 to 5%, which is a 25% pay rise. And you go from 3 to 4, which is a 33.33%. 33.33%. Forget the third. Let's just say 33%. And how are you achieving this? You know, to me, I have never come across a company that wants to make it easier for you to qualify for the bonuses, for the extra percentages. And yet, just last year, guess what Forever did? They made it easier to qualify for these gem bonuses. Because before, you had to have, as a Sapphire, you had to have 9 frontline managers, active frontline managers, in order to pick up your 1% gem bonus. Does everyone understand what I'm talking about? Nod your heads. Excellent. But just last year, Forever said, we understand that sometimes you help someone get to manager and they help someone get to manager, and the frontline person either drops out or stops becoming active or retires. And it meant that you were penalized for something that wasn't your fault. Forever, in a way, was saying, well, look, you've just got to keep developing managers. But do you know what they did last year? They turned around and said, as long as you have 9 different legs, and in any of those legs, there's a 25 case credit active manager, you can get paid your gem bonus. They made it easier for us to pick up our gem bonuses. Do you know, in the whole history of network marketing, the only way I've ever seen it work is that companies make it more difficult for you to qualify for bonuses like the gem bonus, not easier. I am amazed that Rex wants to give us so much money. Yeah. And of course, when you go paid diamond, you get another 1%. You go from 17 managers to 25, you go from 8% to 9%, which is a 12.5% pay rise. You go from 5 to 6, which is a 20% pay rise, and you go from 4 to 5, which is a 25% pay rise. Across the board. And you don't have to have 25 frontline active managers anymore. You just need to have 25 legs, manager legs, and somewhere in those legs, you need to have a manager being 25 case credit active. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this, because when people talk about a 1% pay rise, you're not talking about a 1% pay rise. You are talking about a life-changing pay rise. Because on average, someone who goes paid Sapphire will earn around an extra £3,000 to £7,000, which is about $5,000 to $12,000 extra a month. A month! And it gets even better. Oh, is my knob not working? Right. Thanks for a new knob, Nick. That probably doesn't translate, actually. I don't know. But thanks for the UK. It's amazing. And it gets even better at Diamond, Sapphire, and at Diamond. I mean, this is why everyone here should be striving to become at least a paid Sapphire manager, because the difference it makes to your income is going to be the equivalent in the UK of the average UK salary of 2 people. That's the difference just getting to paid Sapphire means. It means an ordinary person working in the UK in a job would have to work for 2 years just to get the same amount of money as getting to paid Sapphire manager. I mean, this is an unbelievable bonus. So please, everyone, set your sights on becoming Sapphires within the next year, Diamond Sapphires, paid Diamond Sapphires within a couple of years after that, and paid Diamond managers within a few years after that. Because the more you earn, the more you can give. And if you move through the marketing plan, you're helping more and more people change their lives too. Make sure you understand this so that you can explain it to the people in your teams. It's pointless you gathering this information and then sitting on it. Make sure you take this away to show your teams. The other amazing thing that Rex did, and I didn't understand the power of this until we actually qualified for chairman's bonus in the UK. And that was what the chairman's bonus meant strategically. Now, let me ask you all a question. How many generations of managers are we paid on? 3, correct? When we first qualified for chairman's bonus in the UK, I suddenly realized what a genius Rex was. Because with the chairman's bonus plan, he said, yes, you're paid an income on 3 generations of managers. But with chairman's bonus, you could have 10 managers in a row doing nothing, or doing their 4, or doing their 12, or whatever. And the person in the 10th generation could be qualifying for chairman's bonus. But because of chairman's bonus, it means that you are incentivized to work with that person who might be out of your pay line in terms of your monthly income, but is in your pay line in terms of chairman's bonus. Because with the chairman's bonus program, Rex said, no one is out of your pay line. And that is an incredible stroke of genius. I know. I'm not there yet, but I will now. So, Why is this such a great program? I'll tell you why, because there are quite a few companies in network marketing that claim to have a profit share program. But most of them only pay out to the top 10 or 20 distributors in the world. I don't know of another company that has a chairman's bonus program that will pay out to hundreds of people. How many people was it last year, Aidan? 700 plus people got chairman's bonus checks? Do you know, in most network marketing companies, the most you'll get is maybe the top 10 or 20 distributorships in the world will get a share of the profits, but not a program like ours. And what I want to do is I want to give you the potential for chairman's bonus so that you can understand why level 1 is not good enough. So that you can understand why level 2 and level 3 is where you all need to be. Now I'm going to start by telling you what you need to do to qualify. And of course we all know, because we're all leaders here, that you need to be your 4 case credit active. You need to be on the earned incentive in any country. You need to have a manager who does 600 case credits. You need to do 700 in open or non-manager, and you need to do 150 in new. Now, something else happened last year with regard to a change in this year's chairman's bonus program. Did that make it easier or harder for us to qualify for chairman's bonus? Easier. What did Rex and the senior management team bring in to the chairman's bonus program that made it easier for us to qualify? It was a rolling 12-month program. So yes, to get a level 1 check, you have to do 150 case credits from newly sponsored distributors. But what was happening, and again, incredible leadership, because we all know who've qualified for chairman's bonus, that if you sponsor somebody good in December, the next year you're back on the program again, and you have to do another 150 case credits in brand new. And it was sometimes we were losing good people that we just couldn't afford to work with because we had to start all over again every single year. Does that make sense? So what Forever turned around and did was they said, no, it's going to be a rolling 12 months, which means if you sponsor somebody in January of 2014, you can count their case credits for January of 2015, and so on. What that actually means is, whereas before we had 12 months to accumulate 150 case credits, we actually have 23 months to accumulate 150 case credits. Because, of course, we should all be sponsoring from January anyway, but we've also got people that we can count right through from February of last year. Does that make sense? Who thinks it's easier to qualify for chairman's bonus now with the rolling 12 months rather than the fixed 12 months that we had before? Of course, everyone. So let's talk about the potential. I just want to explain how it all works. The first thing I want to say is that I have made these figures up. So I want you all to repeat after me. Warning. All figures are hypothetical. Now, there were a few people who weren't talking then, so we're going to have to do that again, I'm afraid. So after me, warning. All figures are hypothetical. Excellent. Do not walk out of here saying, Adam said I'd get a check for $363,000. Right. So, the Chairman's Bonus Program is divided into 3 different sections. So we have one big pot, and we get level 1, which is 3/6 or a half of the pot. We get level 2, which is 2/6 or 1/3 of the pot. And we get level 3, which is 1/6 of the pot. Now, when it was announced back at the end of 2011 that Chairman's Bonus was going to go global, up until that point, I hadn't qualified for a level 3 check. But as soon as it went global, because I have an amazing Scandinavian team, which I'm incredibly lucky to have, and I'm very grateful and proud to have you in my team, I knew I was in with a chance of doing level 3. And so I put together this presentation before the program was even launched. And so I decided that we would have a total pot value. Is that real, or did I make that up? I'm sorry? No, it's not real. Is it real, or did I make it up? The clue is it's not real. I made it up. Well done. So that would mean that if you divide the pot by that amount of money, you get $10.5 million in level 1, you get $7 million in level 2, you get $3.5 million in level 3. And then I decided that there would be 5 million case credits. Was there 5 million case credits, or did I make it up? I made it up. Well done. You are getting the hang of this. Excellent job. Which would give you a case credit value, because Forever takes all the case credits in that pot, and they divide the amount of money by the number of case credits, which would mean the case credit value would be $2.10 per case credit. Same goes for level 2. I decided there'd be 500,000 case credits in level 2. Were there 500,000, or did I make it up? I made it up. Excellent. Which would give a case credit value of $14 per case credit. And then in level 3, I decided that there would be 100,000 case credits, which would give a case credit value of $35. Were there 100,000 case credits in level 3, or did I make that up? I made it up. Excellent. So, to make it easy, I then decided that you would be doing 1,000 case credits to qualify for a level 1 check. Now, the amount of money per case credit in level 1 was $2.10, which would mean your Chairman's Bonus check would be $2,100. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, how do you get a bigger check? Yes, more CCs and help someone else in your team to do Chairman's Bonus. So to make it easy, I pretended that you just did 1,000 case credits and everyone in your team did 1,000 case credits. So you help one other person in your organization do Chairman's Bonus, and now what Forever does is it adds your case credits to their case credits. So now your check is 2,000 case credits times $2.10, giving you a check value of $4,200. Make sense? Hands up if you think this makes sense so far. Who's got it so far? Okay, we'll just allow 10 minutes for the translation to come through. Okay, excellent. And how do you get a bigger check? By helping somebody else in a different leg do Chairman's Bonus. Do they have to be frontline to you? No, they can be 10 generations. They can be 20 generations away from you. So, now it's 3,000 case credits. Your 1,000 plus their 2,000, that's 1,000 each. 3,000 times $2.10 is $6,300. Wow. That's not bad, is it? But the exciting thing is what happens next, because what happens next is that if you help a manager in 3 separate legs to do Chairman's Bonus, now you're going to access level 2. And if you've ever wondered why the checks suddenly go from maybe $20,000, $30,000 up to maybe $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, this is why. Because when you qualify for level 2, you have to help at least 3 other managers do it. So you're getting their case credits, 3,000 case credits. So it's 4,000 case credits times $2 is $8,400, but you also get your share of the level 2 pot, which means you're now getting 4,000 case credits times $14, which is another 56,000. Now your check is going to be $64,400. How many people here would like a chairman's bonus check of $64,400? Obviously, Rolf would be a little bit disappointed with that, I think. Maybe Lino. And it gets better. Help another leg. And you get 5,000 at level 1, which is 10,500, but you also get 5,000 at level 2, which is 70,000. So now your check is going to be $80,500. Help a fifth leg do it. $6,000 times $2.10. Your 1,000 plus your 5 managers' 1,000. 12,600 plus your share of level 2, which is 84,000. Your check is now 96,600 US dollars. How many people here would like a check for 96,600 US dollars? Who thinks that might change their life a little bit, getting a check that size? And what do you have to do to get it? Help more people in your team, help more managers in your team achieve chairman's bonus all the way through our marketing plan. Help more, earn more. Help more, earn more. Help more, earn more. All the way through. And then it gets really exciting, because now when you have 6 manager legs with a profit share qualifier in each, it all shifts. Because now you'll get 7,000 case credits at level 1, which is $14,700. You'll get 7,000 case credits at level 2, which is 98,000. You'll get 7,000 case credits at 35, which is 245,000, giving you a check of $357,000. Do you know, this is unbelievable. This is the most unbelievable, yet believable, because it's true, profit share program in the entire history of network marketing. There is no other company that pays the way Forever does. This is an amazing company to be involved with. Do you know, you've heard a lot of amazing speakers today, and I'm privileged to be the last person, apart from Rex, that you're going to hear from. But you know what? When I joined Forever 22 years ago, I planted my flag. This is where I will be till the day I die. In Forever. And you know, the sad thing to me, I'm looking around this room, and probably in another 20 years' time, when I'm 50, me too. In 20 years' time, there are going to be managers in this room today who will have joined other companies. And you are mad. Frankly, you're mad. Because in 22 years with Forever, I've seen people leave. And I've never seen anyone go on and achieve anything better than they could have done with Forever. And if you are stupid enough to think another company has better products or a better marketing plan than this, then you deserve that company. When I put this program together, I didn't have any idea what my check was going to be. Guess what it was? It was $363,000. I was within $6,000 of guessing what my first level 3 check would be. And do you know what? I kicked myself, because what if I made up that my first check was going to be $1 million? I want to take you on a little journey. I've qualified for chairman's bonus every year that we've had it. And it's just... So in March of 2000, who's that good-looking boy in the middle there? No, it's not you, Aidan. Crikey. You're on the end, mate. So I got a level 2. You can see it says level 2 profit share. And do you know what? I had, for years and years and years, I'd struggled between getting a level 1 check and then a level 2 and a level 1 and a level 2. I want to tell you a little story. About 10 years ago, I qualified for a level 2 check. And that was when it was only done by country. And there would have been only 2 people in level 2 and level 3. And that would have been myself and John and Jane. And I was convinced that I had done level 2. And the check would probably have been about $250,000 US. And it was when the rules were slightly different. And I was telling everyone I'd done level 2, and I was telling everyone I'd done level 2, and I was really proud that I'd done level 2. And then on something like the 11th or the 12th of January, I got a phone call from Bob Parker, our managing director, and he said, Adam, you told me you'd done level 2, but you're only coming up as level 1. And I said, that's impossible. That's absolutely impossible. I've done level 2. And he said, no, you're coming up as level 1. And I said, well, check all the figures, check all the figures. And he said, this manager didn't do it because you had to have 3 managers who did it. And I hadn't checked her figures. And she was convinced she'd done it. And do you know how much I missed a level 2 check by? The equivalent of 1 propolis cream. My check, instead of being $250,000 US, was about 40,000 US dollars. I lost out by about 200,000 US dollars because I hadn't checked her figures. And do you know what? I spent a week in bed. I was so depressed. No, I'm serious. I did. I was going to leave forever. I was blaming everyone. I was blaming Aidan. I was blaming Greg. I'd never dare blame Rex. Don't worry. I was blaming Bob. Do you know, I was blaming everybody except the person I should have been blaming. And one day I woke up and looked in the mirror. And I said, you are the person that screwed up. And the story I learned from that is you have to take personal responsibility for your business. Because too many people are quick to point the finger at their upline if things don't go right. Too many people want to point the finger at the management, at their managing director, or at their senior VP who's running their area. Ultimately, folks, this is our business, and we need to take responsibility for that business. And you know, in 2010, I got a level 2 check, and then in 2011, guess what? One of my managers didn't do it. Again, I had 2 managers. But then in 2012, I got back into level 2 again. And then in 2013, I finally, after years and years of trying, I finally got my level 3 check. Do you know when I got this? I remember walking on stage, and I was there with Rex and with Greg, and the amount was peeled off, and I was literally stunned. I couldn't speak. I was so overwhelmed with emotion. And it wasn't just the fact that I'd got this amount of money. It was the fact that for years, I'd been striving to get to level 3. For years, it had been a long, hard, and sometimes painful journey to get there. But the message I want to leave you all with is that it's worth it. Don't give up the struggle. Sometimes you might not get what you want, but I promise you, if you keep working, you will get it. Many years ago, when I joined Forever, the very first meeting I had with the dearly departed Dusty Green, he said something that has stayed with me all my career with Forever. He said, Adam, I can promise you Forever is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is a get-rich scheme. If you just stay with Forever, you will get rich. And then last year, I got the biggest check I've ever had, which was close to $500,000 US. And you know what? It doesn't really matter about the money anymore. The fact is that if you want to be a leader, you need to be showing your team what's possible. If you want people in your team to be doing level 2, you need to be doing level 2. If you want people in your team just to be doing chairman's bonus, you need to be doing chairman's bonus. If you want people in your team to be doing level 3, you need to be doing level 3. This business is very simple. Leaders, know the way, go the way, and show the way. Always remember that that's what we in this room are meant to do. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope that this has inspired you to go on and get to Sapphire Manager. And Diamond, Sapphire and Diamond. And level 3 chairman's bonus. Thank you very much.